Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope y'all are doing well today. Happy Tuesday. Today's the second. Can you believe that? I cannot. I just want to tell you ahead of time. Uh, I have jury duty. I haven't been selected, but I had to fill out my jury duty stuff. So I don't know what my mindset will be next week. My jury duty is Monday, so I have to do my civic duty as we say, right? Yesterday I was talking to it with the big roommate, and my son, he doesn't understand certain things, but he was like, I don't want you to do jury duty. I was like, no one wants to do jury duty, son, but it's a part of our civic duty. He was like, but why? I was like, I don't know. So, yeah, next week I have jury duty, and this week is a short week. Today is the first day back to school, so I want to try to get this project completed before I have to get his stuff ready for school. I just need to make his lunch and get him woke and feed Nicholas. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to accomplish all of that. So we may not finish this today, just so y'all know. It may be one of those, oh, she got us in here and she's not finishing this thing today. It could be one of those. Very much so could be one of those situations. What I want to do, this probably would have been better masking it off. I've seen a few cards, not lately, but in general, where people have created a card that kind of stops right here and then it's just like you're wonderful will go at the top of the card. Can I tell y'all something? I really miss Joanne Fabric. I know I told y'all I wasn't going to talk about that anymore. First world problems, of course, but it kind of sucks having one craft store to choose from. It's either Michael or Hobby Lobby. It's no other spot. It's no other spot to really pick and go with. And the thing is, we talked about this kind of yesterday about the FOMO. I don't have FOMO that people have great ollies and they're getting good stuff. I just want to be able to go to a craft store and get consistent stuff because ollies is a la carte, right? It's like you get what you get. Even with Tuesday morning, it was like you get what you get, right? So I really just want I'm using Morning Mist for this one. Um, I just want to be able to go to the craft store and get craft things at a decent price. Like even when I think about jump rings, jump rings are super expensive. So I'm actually have to dedicate some time to my bead looper to actually make a proper set of jump rings. I mean, eye pins. All right. I think this would have been cute watercolor, but here we are, not watercoloring at all. Sometimes you need to be told you're wonderful. Yesterday when I made those cards, and I was like, "You, ma'am, you need to get it together, cause I don't have it together, y'all." Today I have to go to the bank. That's number one priority after dropping my son off, but the bank won't be open then, so I have to go to the bank, get a debit card. Um, then I have to um, run errands, and then come home, and I have to do something for a friend. It's a lot going on. Why is that on there? I don't know. All right. So we want this to be 5.5. So we'll just cut this down a little bit. This needs to be 4.25. I forgot that. Oh no, 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 no. That's okay. I messed that up. That's okay. That's okay. Today could be the day of fixing our mistakes, right? Some of them at least. Yep. So yesterday I had a headache. The headache did not go away. It is still here, but not as bad as it was yesterday. So I'm gonna just keep drinking water, knocking craft supplies over, etc., 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 um, and move on. You know. So this is still a little bit too long, and I need this to be 5.5, a little bit shorter than 5.5. There we go. Fingerprints everywhere. We'll be all right. Drop stuff because that's what we do. Oh, have your cat look at you like you're a weirdo. Erase this off. All right. Now, if we had watercolors, which we don't, we could just really finesse this and just make it look amazing. But we don't have this paper is not watercolor paper. Let's just put it at that. And I'm not really mentally prepared to do watercoloring today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I want to use the markers that I got from Michaels. I really enjoyed using those markers. And I pulled them out of where I had stuck them to use them again. And I'm like, where are they going? These right here. Because, the yellow was very not an ugly color. But we're going to go with teal. If you're wondering how it looks, let's do it on this little sliver. This little brush tip is semi-soft too, so it's not too bad. I don't know if you all remember, I had colored, no, I had colored up a background thing, and I said I was gonna make cards out of it. I haven't did that yet because I'm looking for the right sentiment to go on top of it, or sentiments. And I'm trying to decide if I want to stamp out some sentiments or if I want to um what is the word? If I want to stamp out sentiments or if I want to print out sentiments. And I'm leaning towards printing them out a little bit, but I'm not sure. All right, so that was a short-lived thing because now I need a light purple. Lavender. Purple is not one of my colors, but lavender tends to lead itself to what I need it to do. It's kind of like, oh, we know what your vision is, and we're gonna help you. Help little old me. Thank you, lavender. I told myself when I did that last little coloring book video, I was like, I need to stop buying coloring books. And then I went er, earlier this year, either last year, I had went to Walmart in the morning time. I think it was last year. I had went to Walmart in the morning time, and they had those little plastic 3 drawer things on sale for like $5. So I had got 2 or 3 of them, and I had told myself earlier this year, I said once I got into coloring. So yeah, I think those little things are older. I was like, we're gonna put our coloring books in there, and I'm gonna separate them by coloring book, like regular coloring book, adult coloring book, and then seasonal, because it's 3 drawers. And so I had went through some coloring books that I had purchased. I've been purchasing them from the discount stores throughout the year, and I was like, okay. Are we really? Are we about to do this? That's what I tell myself every time I get ready to start cleaning and organizing. I'm like, yes, we are. Because I really want to have a gathering for Thanksgiving at my house. Um, but I also need some new furniture because the seating arrangements would be the floor. And who wants to sit on the hard floor? My floor is really, really hard, and I don't even like sitting on that thing. I've fallen, I think I told y'all a while back. A while back. It hasn't been recent. It was a couple of years ago. I think it was 2021, 2020. And I hurt myself pretty bad, and I just laid on the ground and was like, oh, oh. My son was freaking his freak, as Mr. Holtz would say. Don't freak your freak. He was freaking his freak, though. I don't even know if that man still says that, but the time I heard it, I was like, okay, I won't freak my freak. That man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I was looking in an old magazine and I saw a young, young, young picture of him. You never really I'm new to the crafting world in regards to who's who and what's what. Like I don't know all these wonderful influencers that have us buying all their products. But you never know someone's story if you don't know their story until you get into knowing their story. So it's very interesting that I saw him. I was like, what is he? He been doing this for a minute. That's why he has so many, you know, loyal followers, I would say, and haters. It's always going to be somebody that disapproves of what you do. And that's always interesting, that storyline that they tell you. I just didn't like that he or she was doing this, and please just leave these people alone. Whatever the situation is, if you don't like what they're doing, as long as they're not abusing or hurting, stealing or harming you or anyone else, it would be easier to mind your own business than other people's, right? We're going to do one more color, and I think I'm going to go a little bit lighter. Maybe we can take this purple and bring it out. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even think this is working. Hold on. Oh, it's working. This is called straight up purple. No, prune. So a three color situation. I haven't purchased any of his new Tim Holtz's new colors except for one, and I had to have it. I went all over town to get that one color. It was so pretty to me, and I never really crafted a lot with it. And then he started bringing out more colors, and I was like, I don't really want to chase. I don't want to do that. I don't want to chase that dream of new colors. I need them. I gotta have them, kind of thing. I feel like this marker dry. I don't even know if laying them on the side is the best idea because do you need to wake up? Like, what's going on? And I would hate for it to run out mid flower. I know, Nicholas. I know. Yeah, so I'm not really looking forward to doing jury duty. Hopefully they'll look at me and be like, "Oh, she don't fit." But because I don't want to do it, I'll probably have to do it. I've been summoned a few times and never had to do it. They had me do one a few years ago, and I pressed the wrong button and said I had been convicted of a felon or a crime or something. And I called and was like, "I didn't do this. I pressed the wrong button. How do I fix it?" And the guy was like, "No, we'll background check you anyway." Then why are you having us fill these forms out, sir, if you do that anyway? Right, Nicholas. Right. I told the big room, I said, "You're going to have to, I'm not doing anything because I have to be there at 8 o'clock." And of course, worry wart me, I want to get there super early because traffic going downtown is horrible. It is the worst kind of traffic, and they're doing construction on the highway. I just don't want to be in an accident trying to get to jury duty because then, they'll be trying my case. I'm gonna swap out that color. I don't have any replacements. Let's do this. Let's do this blue. There we go. I might have to look into some replacement. I don't even know if Copic has refills, or do they? You just got to buy a new marker. They probably got refills, expensive as they are. Because I think these markers cost what, $7 a piece, $7 to $8 for one. That's a lot of money. That's still less than a meal at some fast food places, though. So I got to get my debit card. Then I got to go grocery shopping because I need to make a meal today. I was supposed to cook yesterday, but the headache. I was just like, I can't. I'm not in. I'm not feeling it. And I think the headache probably came on because I was stressing. You know, too much stressing for no reason. Just gonna go over this. All right. Now, if I was really good, I could do tape it off right. So I could do tape, and I could just do some colors on it. I'm not that good. So let's just get our card base and call it a day. So I cut this down. Here we go. That little card backer thing I picked up at Dollar Tree a while back during the summer of 2025, I believe, though. So before they changed their prices again. I don't think we discussed this as much as we should have the last time I mentioned this, but I was watching this man on YouTube talk about Goodwill, and he said that the reason why the prices went up is because of the tariffs. I'm gonna just let y'all marinate on that statement. Think about it. Goodwill said the reason why they went up is because of the tariffs. Right. So weird. I don't really. I When I heard him say that, I was like, stop playing. Because last year they used to sell kids books for 99 cents. Then it went up to like $1.29, and then it went up to $1.59, and now it's $1.99, right? And so when I noticed that the price had went up to $1.99, I was like, "Y'all went up on your prices, huh?" And it was like, "Yeah, blah blah blah." You know, I was like, even for kids stuff, kids books, um, because they have like a set price on the clothes, like the shirts are $4, I believe, and the pants are 6 or something. They have a standard price for most of the stuff. I guess some of the more expensive stuff is probably a little bit more, but in general, it's standard pricing. You're wonderful. If no one's told you that, then I'm telling you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I want to say thank you for watching. I want to say this is card 17. I'm not sure, but anyway, blank on the inside. Oh, I wanted to put this little strip down. Can I do that? No, I won't do it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And until next time, happy crafting.